Mind the gap when alighting from this train.
This was his job. Emptying the
me, isn't it? Oh, she just walked across and you done it, you know? As soon as you get past that bridge,